Hey, it's Holly. In today's video, we are going to be finishing up that birthday figure, the birthday midge that we were making together. We are going to prep some more figures for future videos. This will be the last video for this particular set of videos we've done here. But then we'll get back to some more regular scheduled programming, but I do want to continue this, I will say that. We have something to clean up. So lots to do today. A little bit chaotic. Without further ado, let's get started. All right, so there's probably just going to be a lot going on in this video. Sorry. This is how my brain is functioning today. I'm not here this morning, and that's because I am in Arizona. I'm actually actively flying in the air right now. So I mentioned that I had taken up stained glass as a hobby. I made a gift for the couple I'm staying with down in Arizona. So this is my first piece, so gentle in the judgment, please. But I'm quite excited about it. So this was my first solo all by myself, designed it, cut the glass, soldered it together. As you can see, it's a nightlight and the little desert scene, the cactus, like Arizona. Really happy with it. You can see the way the light comes through it. Yeah, so that was my first project. I'm pretty proud of it just because I actually pulled it off and I had to solder this clip on and everything. So there it is. That's my first stained glass piece. So who knows, maybe down the road we'll do a video where I show you some of the other stuff that I do, but love how this turned out. Love the texture on some of this glass here. I picked that one because it looked kind of like cactusy to me. This one's a bit rocky. There it is. Super proud of it. So anyway, thought you'd like to see that because this is going with me to Arizona. So, well, we have a few things going on here right now. I switched back up to the top view just because there's so much going on here. And I don't want to have to worry about the camera angle for the workspace. So bear with me, just a hot mess. We have a few things. I got in the mail from my friend Christy, another birthday party stamper. It's a case. It does not have really very many pieces with it, but the case is in great condition actually, which is lovely. Does need a bit of cleaning, so we'll clean while we're doing other things, but it has two stamps with it. As you can see, I've put our midge in there temporarily, so she's in there. And that'll be part of our video. I'm going to try stamping two different ways. So one of the comments I received was you should try using acrylic paint or nail stamping gel. And I forgot that, yeah, there is specifically nail stamping gel, and I also had that, so I'm going to try that first. But I want to practice on one of these blank dolls that we haven't painted yet, because that'll probably just be a lot less frustrating to clean up. So we'll try that first. We'll see how that goes, and if that seems to be working out, then we can try it on our midge. And then we also, I was just going to, time permitting, maybe give those two a prime, and we'll come back to them in a future video, but that's our current status. So I've got our nail stamping gel. I also have a random camera mount sitting there. You know, I just have a lot going on, so bear with me. Random. Okay, so this is the stamping gel. Again, we've got the stamping plates that I showed you last time. So I'm going to try that. Awkward camera angle here, but I'm going to try that. So with these ones, basically you take some of the gel, place it in. Now, I guess the viscosity of this is a bit different is probably what's going on, and that's likely why this would work differently compared to the other just basically nail polish we were using last time. So I'm going to scrape this off. And then I've got this here, some packing tape I'm just using to clean that off. This has been buffed with a nail file. I mean, that did pick up the face a lot better. Sometimes you just need to walk away, you know? Oh my gosh, folks. What the heck? All this time. Is that all we needed to do? Well, thank you to whoever it was that commented that. Okay. So, I want to see if this face would look okay on Midge. I know it's not typically a Midge face. Maybe we should use a more Midge-like face for Midge. But you know what? I'm not sure about the freckles. I'm going to stick with this one. Okay, so we've got that there. I'm cleaning off my stamp again. That face looks solid. I'm not sure if the camera's picking this up. Yeah, looks okay there. All right, everyone take a deep breath. Take a big deep breath for me. Here we go. Hey, it doesn't look that bad. There she is. And it looks pretty darn good. I'm quite happy with that. Okay, well, whoever that was, thank you for your comment. That was extremely, like, just infinitely less, infuriating than the other one. So she does need to have a UV cure done. So I'm going to put her off to the side, and we will do that after. But yeah, that works. And this one I should just be able to wipe off. Okay, if anyone was around back in the time when I was doing that previously, you'll know it normally didn't go that well. But you know what? That was positive, and after that, I'm feeling like maybe I will start painting polys more often because that was a good result. So, yay. I talked about these plates in a previous video with the best link I had at the time. So if you're interested in these, go back and check out my other videos. I have a category in my YouTube of just restoration videos. It should be easy to find in there. But that is the plate. So that was great. That worked out. That was very positive. Okay. I was kind of dreading, I'll be honest, I was kind of dreading filming this because I thought that was just going to be an hour of me swearing. So thanks, friends. Thank you. All right, well, that's done. So let's work on cleaning some of these. So this is the stamper that I got to clean today. I'm just going to be using the Novus Plastic Clean and Shine. I got these off of Amazon. And I'm just going to straight up dip one of my cotton swabs in it. The one I'm using right now is a pointer one. They're meant for like cleaning up nail polish. So like if you had nail polish run into your cuticle, you would go in. You can see I've cut all my nails short. I'm going to be using my hands a lot this week, so didn't want to risk breaking a nail on vacation, honestly. So I just did it myself. This one, actually, we may need to go in here with some alcohol to clean it up. So this is where the ink pads would have been. You can see this one does not have ink pads. I may explore finding some for this. But my other set, as you saw in my previous video, does have ink pads. So this is a secondary set, and you can be a little bit more creative with this one. Now, whoever owned this previously hopefully is blissfully ignorant at the value of birthday party stamper sets. And hopefully they also are unaware that they lost a bunch of the pieces for it. Because I think both of those points would probably make them feel a bit upset. But it gives us the opportunity to find some of those pieces. I am very lucky that the one I have has the birthday cake. I'm trying to remember what I'm missing. Oh, I'm missing 2 of the figures. That was about it. So I'm very lucky to have the one that I have. Just in need of some figures. This one is quite dirty. So that, and there is adhesive from where the stamp pads would have been. So unfortunately, I'm just going to leave those for now until I figure out a solution for those. I may even be able to steal some from another set. I'm trying to remember. I feel like this set may have had slightly different ink colors, though. I can't remember off the top of my head, to be honest. So I'm just going to have to look into that, but I do have some other stampers, I believe it's duplicates, that maybe I could steal from if they're not in good condition. So we'll see. I just also want to say thanks to my friend Christy, who's found this for me and sent it to me, because I just received it in the mail the other day, and she got this from months ago, and I was at the time under the impression maybe I would be buying some more stuff from her. Then unfortunately Chris's company laid a bunch of people off, and we stopped buying stuff for the most part. So I didn't end up buying anything else off of her, and so she just sent it this month after we realized probably we should just do that. And she sent me a bunch of Backstreet Boys photo cards, like collector photo cards from the 90s, and just totally made my year. It was so funny. So thanks to Christy for that. That is looking quite a bit better. It is always very satisfying to just get in there and clean a lot of that stuff up. Not much going on up here. Oh, this part's dirty. This floor is yuck up here. It's just probably just dust over time that accumulated. That's looking a lot better. There is a little bit of discoloration here, and sometimes that's easy to fix just with some of the number 2 fine scratch remover. It just lightly buffs the top surface, and you wouldn't want to use it on anything that's painted, but because this teal or mint-colored plastic is the actual plastic color itself, there isn't risk there, but you want to be careful with the painted stuff that is nearby. And let's see, verdict here. We mostly got that out. That looks pretty good. I'm quite happy with that. There's a little bit back here. And then we're just going to come back in with some of the clean and shine, just to remove any of that residue. We're looking pretty good. The case itself, oh gosh, the case could use a polish as well. So for that, I will typically use some of this with a big glob of this on it. And any of that like discoloration, the fine scratch remover does a great job taking that out. And sorry, by discoloration I don't mean sun fading per se. I'm referring to just the fact that this bottom edge gets quite dirty. You know, from sitting on the floor or sitting on a table. It's the thing that makes the most contact with everything else. So it tends to be a bit on the dirtier side, I find. And then here, let's see, what do I have for that? One of the tips I had received was to use a wooden stick if I had it available to me. I don't. I have a popsicle stick though. I could try that. Just because it's less likely to damage the plastic, but this stuff seems to be quite hard. So I'm just putting a little bit more elbow grease into it. And slowly but surely that is coming up. Still there. Oof. I'm gonna wake up with carpal tunnel tomorrow from doing this, but sure takes a lot of work, but the results are worth it in the end. It's almost gone. I'm gonna move on to some other areas for a bit here so I don't wear myself out. So anytime, let's see if the camera picks this up so you can see how there's like a bunch of just, it's not like deep scratches, but there's some, you know, fine surface level scratches in the case. So really getting in there with some of this polish. And also you'll see over here, that's what I mean by discoloration, where you get like these scuff marks. And so it just looks dirty. That's where you can go in, and you just want to be careful of the logo. The logo, you don't want to get this stuff on because it will just peel that gold right off. So I can already feel my hand cramping. That looks nice. Right, it's looking pretty good. Just going to give this a wipe. Just to get all of that residue off. Now we could go in here and scrub this forever, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm just gonna leave that for now. There is a little bit of dirt inside these figures. I'm just seeing if I can even just pick it out. It looks like I can. And this is where if you have, I'm being very careful with what I'm doing here, but if you have a wooden stick, like a cuticle stick, you could wrap it with any kind of like, you know, paper towel, something like that. And then just to get in the crevices. It would also help in areas like this where you've got something there. I'm not sure that we can't just lightly scrape that off. I'm saying I'm not going to polish it and then right back at it. If we've learned one thing on this channel over the last year and a bit, it's that I'm stubborn. Okay, hey, that's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good in there. Okay, so I'm happy with how that's looking. That all is looking wonderful. And we got that all polished up, just making sure I haven't left any of that debris anywhere. And there we have it. Okay, so that's that one cleaned. So what have we got left? These, as you know, I like to soak these. But these are pretty darn clean already. Quite happy with those. And we've got Midge. So I'm gonna pop these back in here. Nope. Yep. There we go. Put that one off to the side. We've got polish that we'll put back. All of our cleaning stuff we will remove. Well, I'll keep this polish out just in case. And I am going to just quickly go cure Midge, and then we'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I have my third hand tool. But she is cured, and if we touch her face now, it's on there. So I'm really happy with how she turned out. And thanks again to that person who reminded me that I probably should be using stamping gel. She looks great. I'm super happy with it. So we did it, folks. There's our figure. I'll take some cute pictures of her. For the thumbnail at least, but very happy with her. So that was a fun project. I would like to keep doing more, and obviously it takes a while for clay to dry. So what we'll do for today, and then when I'm back from my trip, we can try a few more fun things. Please leave in the comments any ideas you got for fun videos, or not fun videos, well, sure, that too, but fun things we could do with our blank figures that we've made in terms of customizing them into something other than just regular Polly and Tina. So I'm going to take these two and get them primed up. So we'll put our Midge off to the side. So happy with her. And I'm going to dig out, because if we recall, this is where we left these two. Just a hot mess, hot mess. My Tamiya primer. This is for getting the acrylic on in a nice smooth fashion. So that's what we use that for. One of these has paint remover in it. So I'm just going to clean up that brush. So we'll put the stamping gel to the side. So happy with that. So happy with that. Way better experience. And I don't know, even like maybe this one was also over filed, but very happy with that, throwing that over there. Okay, so we will get these two primed up. I'm just gonna get them locked into their spot. I did just use this for soldering that first stained glass piece, so this has come in handy for its intended purpose already. We've got them there. And we've got our primer. So as I mentioned in my last video, when you put primer on, just be mindful not to overdo it with the amount, because it could take some of the detail away from you. And really any paint on these figures, because they're so small, thin layers are best. If you need to go in and do additional layers, sure, but keep those layers thin if you can. Oh geez. Come on, Polly. Keep it together. And this stuff also dries super quick. You can see the green on these figures too. I went in and I just, anywhere that the mold hadn't, you know, worked, there were some spots where they like had a bubble and then there wasn't any resin there. I went in and just filled it in with that green stuff, the epoxy clay. It's sat for well over 24 hours at this point, and then right back to it. So they're now functional figures, I am happy to report. It's looking pretty good. All right, that is all cleaned up. They're looking good. Now, what do you think of these ones? I am tempted to just prime them again, and I'll be honest, I'm not sure if that works, if I can just prime over top, but these turned out so horribly that quite frankly, I think I'm just gonna try it. So let's give it a shot. And what we learned with these ones was that unfortunately, if you aren't using very high quality paints, you're gonna get not as high quality results. And bye Titch. It was fun while it lasted. That is exactly what happened with these ones. So maybe if we just prime these up, again, I don't know what I'm doing. We're just learning together here. But maybe if we get these primed up and repaint them with some Tamiya paints, maybe we will have better results than the crappy acrylic pen things I was using. I don't recommend acrylic paint markers for this. It just didn't give us the results we wanted. Okay, I am getting a little bit of, should have just let that dry. Okay, leave it alone, Holly, leave it alone. And let's, while his top half dries, we'll work on the top half of our Tina figure. All right. This is just so awkward to handle. Okay. Well, he appears to be doing okay. We will do the bottom half of him now. Thankfully, this stuff dries pretty darn quick. Say that, and then clearly I'm having a moment here. La, 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 la. We're gonna just put Titch down, and we're gonna put Tina down. These ones seem to be good. Just pop her legs back on. She seems to be doing good. And we've got our other Tina. Now she has a few little spots that might benefit from being trimmed down. I'm just going to close this off. I'm just trimming those just because even though they're small, when you paint them, you just want that finish to be nice. And if it's not a smooth finish, you might get some bumps in your paint. good. All right, so we're gonna leave it there for today. That was a huge accomplishment, but I am so happy about her. I think we did a great job on her. And happy that this face worked, so that's inspired me to try some more. She's so cute. I'm proud. So thanks for coming along on that journey with me. Love this epoxy clay. That's so fun. So I think we should make more. So drop your ideas for customizations of the figures in the comments. Love this little party girl, but we can definitely make some other modifications. So drop your thoughts. There she is. We love her. Okay, so I love her. I think she's gorgeous. I'm very, very happy with how she turned out, and I'm glad that it wasn't a struggle. She's super cute, and we did it, folks. So thanks for your support. I do want to keep making figures because now that we've gone through that process, I feel like we've learned a few more things. Always learning and improving, so that's the goal. I think we can make some cute stuff. So again, drop your ideas, love them, but I'm really happy with how that turned out. I think she looks great. Again, sorry I'm not here today. I am away, but I will be back next week, so you can anticipate seeing me again next week, and in the premiere, I mean. But I will have videos this week. And what else? What else do I have to say? Not a lot. Great having another birthday party stamper. We can play with that a bit, clean it up, see if we can get the other pieces. And we'll get those other figures going. Nice to have them prepped. And yeah, those other ones were just not, they didn't work out. So we can repaint them too. So that leaves us with 4, 2 Tinas, a Polly, and a Titch that we can work on. So again, toss your ideas down there. It really does help the channel when you drop a comment or, you know, hit the subscribe button, like a video. All of that stuff is free to do. It really helps out the channel with the algorithm, whatever it is that YouTube pushes these videos out with. And please do leave questions. We are going to do another Q&A. So I like to round out the year as I did last year with a Q&A. So if you've got questions for me about my collection, me, as long as they're not overly personal, I'll answer them. So feel free to drop them in the comments for me. I'm going to be collecting those over the next few videos and then putting together another Q&A video for you. So please leave me your questions too. That was a mouthful. I think that's all I really need to say. But if you are on social media, feel free to follow along there too. You can find me on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Just look up Pocket Vintage Toys. That's the best place to connect with me outside of YouTube. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.